the air course on the ground.
Yo, medase edika ma menchia tiefo na men damwase Kessben for Jumapa Moya. Minister of Energy responser of the Bar Parliament Ubakaya last week made a statement on the floor on the plight of my people and the larger affected communities across the country. My point is that even though we are the epicenter, the worst affected. Our Northtown, we share not more official statistics. Not more, Kase Uba Northtown, and Nipa 12,633. I repeat that figure, 12,633, and Omoye displaced. Meaning, Omuni baby ako, Omo dying as say. A dying and not more for so far as of 24th October, we show more statistics. A dying as say a bubu, a dying na a war insurance, say no, 1,560 into more than 1,500 houses are. Meneo kasa uba Northtown, a bubu kra. There's no way nipa betu me etinemo and ebubono all the properties na ewomo TV, electronic appliances, other electronic appliances, household items, properties, sika, everything is gone with the floods. And what we are discussing now is a national catastrophe. This is Northtown alone. Usha not more formal statistics almost about 40,000 people across the country have been displaced. And the same way, Asama Yedi Diagro, Obama constituency say an upper way about 5 a.m. about pro go home. Displaced persons are or more work classrooms, 21 schools, how they are faring, how they are waking up, and all of that. You break down. As a human being is very, very devastating. You will be distraught. And as long as these displaced persons are living in classrooms, open Northtown, 21 schools, and these displaced camps, I have refused to call them safe havens because there's nothing safe about them, and it cannot be a haven. Sabi classroom, bedroom in Neho. Kitchen in Neho, washroom in Neho, toilet in Neho. I mean, how is that a safe haven? How is that? You will not wish that for even your worst enemy. I mean, sabi, even animals, you will not put them in that condition. They are very dehumanizing. The extent of indignity, is just totally unacceptable. And Usha, the state of the situation. What it means is as long as these camps continue to exist in schools, in Kolano and to me and school. And Meneo Kasa say you have a situation where schools have not resumed. Mena my friend volunteer teachers may boa omo classes under trees in these displaced camps. We have a humanitarian crisis. And Minister of Energy and DRA, I was very disappointed, sir. One can be beer about resettlement. And I was making the point in my reaction to his statement, sir. I mean, how long are my people going to be living in these classrooms under these conditions? How long? Yankai say a PAT disaster in Tamara, we saw a serious government response, which is the way to go. A fund was established, and then reconstruction. You see, a dying amount. I mean, we are all taxpayers. We are all citizens of the country we call Ghana, our home. And Yankai said, my people are bearing the brunt so that Yenyana Yabenya electricity.
Yeah.
Minister Nankasa or Kahendra or Parliament say they had to do this spillage so that the dam will be protected, so that the dam will not break, as has happened in Libya and other places. Nobody has challenged that. The only issue is, how do you do the spillage? Because 2010 there was spillage, but we didn't see this level of devastation. Many experts are saying, Anka VRA engineers no, etuomobo kakra follow the various weather forecasts, weather warnings, and all of that. Anka omun chain last minute and just open the floodgates like that. The way a manner they did it. If you look at the negligence, and you put the negligence aside, the impact, and they say, you walk the southern side of the dam, the lower basin, no? Yena, bear the brunt. We are suffering, we are paying the consequences of trying to keep the dam operational so that every Ghanaian can have electricity. Where is our appreciation? Where is the appreciation for us? Look, Uba North Donga, Bibia Eco Farms, even those whose homes are intact, if you are lucky, your house was very strong. You cannot say you were lucky at your farm, and I say you were lucky at your shop, and I say you were lucky with your fish pond. Uba fish ponds, I did a program and be about 2 years ago. We brought in CSIR professionals, new breeds of tilapia and all of that, encouraging the youth to go into fish farming, because instead of being idle, you can get some good money, you can empower yourself. A lot of the youth went into fish farming. Say fish cages echo. You won't see even one fish farm across the lake. All the fish ponds that we have. We are talking about a major humanitarian crisis. You come to Parliament after all these weeks and nothing on resettlement, nothing on compensation. And then to make matters worse, Minia, VRF4, I'm a minister, information, and no crack, interna and draw na me bue fupa. First information, no crack, and they say, oh, Omombe Bie Dam, no, Omufre MPs. MPs were aware. I mean, can you believe that? I challenged the minister yesterday and all the VRA executives who were there. Say, they should show the invitation letter. They should show this is a modern era. Ufre meeting, stakeholder consultation, who to be your photo, even with your cell phone.
Yes.
Let's see the photo evidence. Didn't they invite the media? Let's see it. Which media house can show any stakeholder consultation a course? MPs were there. They should show the evidence. They should give us the date. They should give us the venue. In front of this stakeholder consultation, they see what venue bank, community bank, hotel bank. Was it in the public glare? Where? I mean, look, we are down. We are out. We are traumatized. Don't add falsehood. Don't add insult to injury. Look, the second blatant falsehood. In summer, enya nokre, say, oh, VRF4, check relief items na MPBA anya ni share. I mean, very dangerous statement. Me obia wababe ye donation.
Yeah.
I always publish it on my social media handles. I never receive even any donation secretly. Sometimes people call me and say, oh, you need time. You say about office. You me say Debbie, me pacho. I don't want any scandal after this whole disaster. Bra, you be Deba, you be friend Ananum, assembly members, DC, ya take committee. They will all be present. Now, donation is done openly. If you see all the pictures from the donations, there's not a single one. Some private affair. We do it in the full glare. We do it even with the victims, because there were 21 camps in the year rotated, and there say Mefes and Kizito or China Yabeko Ebia Agbetikbo camp. Now the next place Yakofujoku camp, the next place Dofwadidoma camp, then we are rotating. Now you got Blonu camp, Mefe Presby, Mefe RC, Aveime RC camp. That's what we are doing, rotating, doing it openly. Into the banner via reform, Omuma MPs relief items. Say, I mean, young conche. It never happened. Into you just see. You see, the whole attempt, is just to defend the VRA, see if they can be shielded, and then the victims, are rather being blamed, and the victims are left to dry under these dehumanizing conditions. Minya, Uba and Opawe, Maboa Pro across the various camps. You will weep. I mean, the in Krofu Jaria Wabonting, even elderly women can't have their privacy. Men and women mixed. I mean, it's deplorable. It's look. How can you be a refugee in your own country? People are destitute. Shit, they don't have anything. And meanwhile, it's been more than 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Yeah, approving 2023 budget. We approved in Parliament 600 million cedis for contingency. Contingency, yeah. Bibia ebesi.
Emergency situation.
Want to me unpredictable and all of that. Until the AC, it qualifies under contingency. Clearly, this is a classic case of contingency. Until 600 million now, you approve it, we cannot. Ubekaya, some years ago, 2-3 years ago, contingency and Omodisi National Cathedral secretly on our blind side. Answer na mechi omo. Inti, we all know that the contingency fund, there's every year, Sikawum, and this year we approve it 600 million. Inti, and our parliament, some MPs were saying, oh, you have a kind budget. Inti, yen 20 next year, because you have a kind budget, 15th November. Afena ye kwako bobo muma ye analysis ye scrutiny appropriation and all of that to take us to end of December.
Yes.
And the budget you be approve it in November or December, but in December you cannot start spending until January 1 because it's budget for 2024. Are we saying we are going to keep human beings, our fellow Ghanaians, under these conditions in these classrooms? From now on, they've been there from end of September, the whole of October, November, they will be there December till January. I mean, why are we handling this matter as if a business as usual, as if it is a normal situation? These are human lives. Look, Minya, when they say the AC, say on a daily basis, micro for air collapse. In these camps, daily basis. I can give you a recent example. Yemame Reverend Vivian Ajinasari.
Okay.
Oba the donation for Perez Chapel International. Omo bedru ya ena Yemame Bako, 75-year-old woman, a collapse here. She saw it herself. She was so distraught. Nami nimkwa se ne firstborn your medical doctor. Ete awalakine se or she came in with her firstborn, and the young bishop Ajinasari was the one who even stabilized her. And Yerashi Mameno call the Bato Catholic Hospital, which is some 20 miles away. Into Minia, we are talking about a very deplorable situation, very appalling situation, very despicable situation. This is an emergency. And as we speak, central government and CASA and dedicated any funding into contingency fund of 600 million now you approve it. I mean, where is it? And that is the important issue we should be addressing now, not trying to just defend the VRA, shield the VRA.
Yes, that is the concern that Camille raised. He said so far, in about 4 to 5 weeks now, VRA, since water levels no call from Kakrano, ain't show any level of commitment in all these affected communities.
Debbie, what we see is every now and then, Omode tanker, Abba, Emma and Kofo and Sio, and then a few relief items here and there. But you see, that is not commitment. That is not a serious approach.
Okay.
VRA Munamwa caused this whole matter. Answer na mobe be a floodgate no. Why didn't you ensure, say, we will move to higher ground? Because who know what timetable?
They claim said there were community engagement to get the people of those communities.
It's not true. It's not true. Omwankasa, the simulation that they talk about happened in May. Uspele September 15. May no. Mami explaining simulation. Yes, see simulation. It's just like Kessben ho. More simulation on fire.
Okay.
If there is a fire outbreak, this is what you do. Don't use the staircase. This is how you get the fire extinguisher. This is the number to call. These are the protocols. This is where you all go and stand and gather and all of that. That is simulation. Simulation does not mean say they've come to tell you specifically say on this day there will be a fire outbreak, and now say on this specific day they are going to open the floodgates. Now simulation now omo beye omo buy in May. Na military eka na NADMO eka fire service eka police service, ambulance service eka bisa almost say bisa VRA force omo be floodgates on the D-Day. When the D-Day came where was the military? Where was fire service? Where was NADMO? Where was prisons? Where was police? Bisa omo, our people had to virtually help themselves. It was the youth. I always salute the youth and assemblymen and all of us. I was also involved, mobilizing vehicles, paying for people to move. Just forget about what you have lost. Just move out. We were all taken by surprise. That is a fact. The military, NADMO, they all came days after, many days after. 4 days after, 5 days after the fact. What was the use of that simulation? Simulation and you have said, say, oh, yeah, baby, floodgate now. If we are going to spill, all these people will come and help rescue you. No, where were the people when the D-Day came? Where were they? People have been negligent. And you see, every country where they value human life, the fundamental question is where did they prepare? Unim says village where Mubabe yeno, ebe say in Crawford dying, ebe displacing Crawford. Infana mo prepare ye. Saglemi woho. You didn't even prepare Saglemi. You didn't build any, or even Mudia national announcement. That's what happens in some jurisdictions. Say, oh, ebia aban any sikao, yebeye dam no. This village will destroy a lot of homes. Who are those willing to take on the displaced persons, people who will be affected, so that they can move to you, to your house, to stay with you? Unem say Ukraine invasion of Syria. A lot of European countries, they ask their citizens to register, go online if you want to host the Ukrainians, because we are in solidarity with Ukraine. We love them, they are neighbors. And a lot of, particularly in Britain, France, other places, they took on these Ukrainian affected persons. Why was nothing? You are in the media. Kessben is a key stakeholder within the media fraternity. Did you ever hear? Were you ever engaged? Did you ever do any national conversation? And Andra, Honorable Jinapo made a brilliant point. Okay, say after the fact, Afena Moba Parliament, Moba briefing. You are coming to now defend VRA. What stopped you from doing the same engagement before? I mean, fundamental question. Before, because one, I mean, what to me? you are determining when to open the floodgates.
Yeah.
This is not, and you say, oh, some act of God, nyamina be floodgates, no, and then nyamina ode tsunami biaba, and hurricane biaba. You know, even in this modern era, technology exists to even track the movement of hurricanes and all of that. But let's make the point there. This is not some divine
disaster,
some act of God.
Yeah.
Mona, you determine, say, on this day, at this time, about 2 o'clock, September 15, maybe Akosombo Dam, Mespele. The steps that you must take before. Why didn't you do that? At least, Obi better to me have funny TV, Obi better to me have funny laptop. I mean, the sick and the savings are what's store. Obi to me have a quick harvest because now you know, at least people can this surprise element where people were taken by surprise and they have lost everything will have been avoided. In Timinia, all this defense upon defense is not logical, it is not convincing, and the urgent steps, Moma, as I say, you're taking, the energy they are spending to defend these negligent VRA officials, no, they should spend that energy to provide the needed resettlement for my people. People cannot keep living in classrooms, Minia. Cannot be living in classrooms all this week. And the compensation that they are entitled to, government must immediately provide compensation. People must begin to put their lives together, put body and soul together. That is an imperative. That is urgent. It's crucial. They have to address that issue. There is 600 million cedis in the contingency fund approved by Parliament. Let us see that money. So far, VRF1 Kwana and the minister can say VRF4 has set aside 10 million cedis. Central government, he couldn't tell us. Central government and Kasa, what are they doing with the contingency fund? What have they voted to address this issue? I mean, it is, look, the level of carelessness, the level of cruelty, Minia. Mintias here, Ghana for.
Very well. Maminda was say Anope. Now we solidarize with you. Moving forward, no, after programming, you befro na yedim komo. Why? Now you how to also contribute. I'm grateful for your time this morning.
Answer na me economy patcho, just 10 seconds. Me perceive me da Ghana for nyina Minia. Anka enye more in the media, enye corporate Ghana, enye individuals, Minia. Anka